saving Mike Trout, our Anaheim Angels dynasty in the making, still in its first season. I mean, the goal is to get to 500 year. We're 8 games above that. But we also have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming out of the All-Star break. 6. And those in Detroit really did wallop us because they were the team immediately behind us, now ahead of us, in the wild card chase. Also, between Sims, I finally figured out what was broken with the colors.xml files. It helps if I re-extract them. So now the Astros, the Athletics, the Blue Jays, they're all going to be showing up with the correct colors. Padres. Except for us, of course, because we're not the Los Angeles Angels anymore. We are the Anaheim Angels again. And I may have a custom uniform that'll show up in 2019 that I posted on the Out of the Park Discord. I have thoughts, and I'm very looking forward to showing it off in-game when the time comes. For now, it'd be nice if we can get out of the Schneid, get back on our horse. You saw how many trades we made. The trade deadline is coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up doing more deals before then. But for now, with this roster that we have, it is time for a lineup introduction. And now the starting lineup for your Anaheim Angels. Batting first, the shortstop, number 20, Gene Segura. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 44, Mark Trumbo. Batting third, the left fielder, number 27, Mike Trout. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 48, Torrey Hunter. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 47, Howie Kendrick. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 25, Juan Francisco. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 11, Peter Borges. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 16, Hank Conger. And tonight's starting pitcher, number 54, Ervin Santana. It's a beautiful evening, fans. I'm going to turn the crowd volume down because we actually have a lot of people in the crowd. There we go. Oop, I also got to make sure that I did install a patch. I wouldn't be surprised if my least favorite sounds in the game are back. Yep. Let me just delete those. There we go. Lovely view of the crowd here. Santana winds and fires. Doington to shallow center. Borges will come in. It's a leadoff single on the second pitch of the game. Kinsler is aboard. Quick check-in over on Kinsler. Strikeout victim, Michael Young. I'll bring up Adrian Beltre, dangerous batter. 0-2 on the way from Santana. Called strike 3. Changeup froze Beltre. That is impressive. Here's Josh Hamilton. Full count pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Santana strikes out the side after giving up the leadoff single. Remember, this is not the Ervin Santana of the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. He's mortal in this one. Colby Lewis on the mound for the Rangers. Changeup and curveball, his big two pitches. Now that Bobby Abreu is elsewhere, let's see how these Angels do. Segura, grounded to third. Tough play. Beltre's not going to be able to make a play on it. Gene Segura, infield leadoff single. I'm not running on Napoli and Lewis, that much I know. Trumbo. That's a wild pitch. It'll clank away from Napoli. Trumbo now, full count. High and up and inside for ball 4. Sinker kind of didn't. Mike Trout now, full count pitch on the way. Belted to deep left field. Caught by Josh Hamilton. Pujols now, the 1-2 on the way. Popped up. Left field again. Hamilton. Back-to-back outs. That'll bring up Torrey Hunter. The 2-2 on the way from Lewis. Grounded to third. Beltre makes a play here. 2 hits, neither come around. Top of the second, here's Nelson Cruz. 1-1 to Boomstick. Grounded to short. Segura has plenty of time to make the play. I feel like David Murphy was a trade acquisition. Nope, he was just down on the farm for a while. Popped up to center, or fly ball to center field. Trout on the track makes the, or sorry, Borges makes the grab on the track. Take a look at the Super Stats replay. That looked worse than it was. We got it. Excellent little basket catch there. Andres, 2-2 with 2 outs. Check swing, strike 3. Santana off to a good start this game. The pitching has definitely come around since the early season. So far, everything's been going to Beltre and Hamilton. Here's Juan Francisco, acquired from the Blue Jays. That's very much inside. And Andrus makes an easy play. Francisco, his 3 home runs on the season, all with... Oh, we acquired him from Atlanta. Whoops. I just have a Blue Jays photo in the lineup intro. I'm going to try and keep to using real photos as much as I can. Dribbler back to the mound. Borges grounds out. 1-2-3 inning for Colby Lewis. 6 straight retired by both teams. A lot of heavy pull hitters on this Rangers lineup. Easy grounder there by Santana. Here's Gentry, the center fielder. 1-2 on the way. Fly ball to center field. Borges tracking it. 2 down. Yeah, Vernon Wells is tired. That's why we've got Trout in left and Borges in center. Hard grounder to short. Coming up throwing is Segura. That'll end the top of the third. Still no score here. Conger then top. Conger, fly ball to right. Easy play there for Cruz. Trumbo in an 0-2 hole against Colby Lewis. High drive to right. Cruz will pick it up. Michael Young is aboard. Slider well outside. There's Beltray now. Grounded to short. That will be 2. Beautifully turned double play. Segura pounced on that easily. Needless to say, we're going to be putting this guy in the defensive dev lab and also working on that BAPIP. Oh, if that comes in, very happy. Two one on the way to Josh Hamilton. Oh dear. Well, someone needed to score at some point. 406 feet to the deepest part of the park. Cruz will ground out to Segura. Just the one blemish. Angels need to start getting something going against Colby Lewis. Trout walked to lead off the inning. Mike Napoli can't find the grip. Trout cruises into second. Grounded to third. Beltray across. Sacrificed by Pujols. Advances the tying run to third. Torrey Hunter now. 1-2 on the way. Strikeout victim. Kendrick trying to put the ball in play. Nope. We strand the tying run at third. Typical Angels. Mike Trout's got to do everything. Strikeout on a pitch very inside. Andrews right back to the pitcher. Easy play there by Ervin Santana. One oopsie aside, he has looked very good. 1-2 on the way to Cruz. Got him. Oh, sorry, that was Napoli. Bottom third of the order here against Lewis. Bottom of the fifth. Francisco watches strike 3 go past. Peter Borges high and deep to right field, and that one's sailing out of here. Again, Disneyland let us borrow some Disney Cruise Line horns for the home runs. And I have a selection of like 4 or 5 of them. Hank Conger deep to center field. Leaping grab by Gentry, though. Brings it in. Segura forces the second baseman Kinsler back. Tie game into the top of the 6th. Borges only needs to take a few steps for the first out of the inning. 2-2 on the way to Kinsler. Drill to center field. Tracking it, Borges, 2 down. Michael Young, 0-1 on the way. Bouncer to third, Francisco on the money. 1-2-3 inning for Ervin Santana. He's thrown 6 strong innings. He's only thrown 80 pitches. Heck, we need some length from our starters today. So I'm okay with this. Let's see if we can give him, get 7 innings from him, then go to Takahashi, then Walden. Mark Trumbo loudly to left field. That one's out of here. That one was loud. It's okay, Cardinal fan. There will always be more intros. A pitch out. I didn't give Trout the steal signal on that one. And Pujols strikes out looking. Bouncer back to the pitcher. Could be 2. It'll just be 1. Colby Lewis back to Kinsler. Was it Pujols? I thought it was someone who was a lefty bat. I could be wrong. 2-2 on the way to Beltre. Angels nursing a 2-1 lead. Tough play. Segura's going to have to eat this one. Adrian Beltre, infield single. Focus on the guy at the plate. Liner to center field. First and second, nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Jordan Walden getting loose. Three 3-1 on the way. Bouncer up the middle. And biffed by Kendrick. Bases loaded, nobody out. Oh no. Grounded up the middle. They're going to go home for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. But they stop the runner at home. Andrews, chopper towards the mound. They go home. Santana gets the out at home. 2 outs at home. Can we get out of this one? Napoli, full count. Called strike 3. We had to stretch time. The Rangers noble tiger their way out of the inning. Wowzers. Yeah, we got so lucky back there. Leadoff walk to Juan Francisco. Colby Lewis will give way to Mike Adams, facing Borges and Conger. Conger 0 for 2. Little looper into right. Cruz comes in. Segura now 2-2. Swing and a miss. After 100 pitches, Ervin Santana's day is done. Jordan Walden into the game. He'll face Gentry. Walden, that odd duck with reverse splits. At least in stuff. We wanted 7 innings. We got 7 innings. One to Kinsler. Bunted. Fielded by Conger. Sacrifice bunt works. Odd choice. 3-1 on the way to Young. And he's walked. That'll get Takahashi up. Walden, the 2-2 to Beltre. Chopper back to the mound. An infield single for Beltre, his second. Takahashi in to deal with the lefty Hamilton. 0-2 on the way. Takahashi was hoped to be used in the 9th. That'll be a 3-2-3 double play to get out of the inning. Here's Trumbo up against lefty Neil Kotz. 3-0. And he missed. Mike Trout tees off on this one. That's going to stay in left field. Hamilton. Phooey. Pujols lines this one to left field. That's off against the fence. Hamilton's throw will be into second. Trumbo staying at third. Torrey Hunter now. Insurance runs just standing there. They do get the runner at home, though. Kendrick, slow roller to short. To the ninth we go. Angels by 1. Downs is unavailable. Brian Wilson getting loose just in case. Nelson Cruz chopped up the middle. Kendrick's throw on the money this time. One away. Omar Vizquel checking in to take over at second. Should have done that earlier, but whatever. 2-2 on the way to David Murphy. Bounce it a second. Vizquel freshly into the game. 2 down. Here's Andrus. 1-0 on the way. Line to right. That's going to fall in front of Hunter. Tying run now standing at first. Do we really want to deal with Mike Napoli? Yeah, I think we do. Full count on the way to Mike Napoli. Swing and a miss! Takahashi strikes out the last batter. Angels win this one 2-1. The power of the long bombs gets us to a win. All right, let's get settled in, folks. Kansas City coming to town. Jared Weaver ends his quality start streak. Takahashi blown save. Downs blown save. Doesn't matter, still win. Omar Vizquel with a 2-run double, or with an RBI double in the 8th. How did we win this one then? A wild pitch to score Segura. And Dan Heron pitches a 4-0 win. Pujols with his 18th home run of the season. Francisco with his 5th. And we're back in a playoff spot. A sweep of the Royals. And now we're going to start getting trade offers. Alexi Amarista. I kind of like him for Joel Hanrahan. Do not like the walks. Yeah, that's a no from me, dog. I have to make sure I save as much money as possible because Lord knows what Mr. Marty Oreno is going to do. He already bonked me once by signing Jared Weaver to this extension. All right, courtesy of a day off, we got series coming up against Tampa. Let's do the Sunday game. I want to see... Oh, it's against David Price. All right, Jansen to help out the bullpen. Anthony goes. Outfielder. They're trying to make him a two-way guy because he was in real life. I could see goes being valuable. For Austin Adams... Control's never going to develop. And Frazier Hall. Yeah, we're going to do this deal. Done. Now, of course, the problem is we have too many good pitchers right now. All right, so we can opt Rich G to AAA. Let's do that. Call up KCJ. Now we got two closers. Scott Downs, who has been excellent in the closing role. And now Casey Jansen. Reuniting with his ex-Toronto teammate Vernon Wells and Scott Downs. Blue Jays back in my inbox. They want Sergio Santos for Garrett Richards and Randall. No. No. Absolutely not. Royals want to send Greg Holland. I mean, that's a closer for sure. For Mike Clevenger and Cole Calhoun. So I had hopes for Calhoun to take over the DH spot. Hell, he could probably be our DH now. Clevenger's got pitcher potential. That's a steep ask. I think I'm going to pass on the deal. For Richards, Conger, Jimenez. For Sean Kelly? No. All right, let's do this one against David Price. All right, Pujols strained rib cage muscle. Let's give him a day off. Can Francisco play first? Yes. So we're going to put Johnny Franks in the lineup. Iannetta will be in. And we're wearing the red unis. All the Tampa Bay guys I used to hate as a Blue Jays fan. Nice play, Segura. Nice work, Segura. And a biffed throw by Price. First and second aboard. All right, what's Giovanni Soto's arm? Let's try a double steal here. One, two on the way.
Strike three.
Yep, that's Johnny Franks, all right. The Rays got Justin Morneau? Huh. Rays actually... Oh, retained salary, 80%. That explains it. For Kiermaier, straight up. Wow. That is an interesting trade. And they got Billy Butler from Kansas City. Rays are going for it this year. For Jake Faria. Who the heck is in control of that team? Vernon Wells, slow roller up the middle. They're going to go home. Not in time. Kendrick scores on the ground out by fielder's choice by Vernon Wells. Segura will ground into a double play, though. Angels take the lead, 1-0. Weaver gives up a solo shot to B.J. Upton. I really got to tune our shift-o-meters. Kendrick standing at second. Vizquel. Grounded to short. Easy play there by Upton. We got B.J. Upton at short. Super utility dude. Such an odd duck. Zobrist grounded to second. Kendrick's gotta figure out those throws, man. 0-1 to Upton. I said pitch around him. Thigh-high sinker. Yeah, did that do it? That would sure do it. All right, let's get someone loose. Well, Flaherty hasn't pitched in a while. Let's get him in. Ground to short. Waiting on it is Vizquel. That'll be the end of the game, or the end of the inning. Is Price injured? No, he just got hit his pitch count. Juan Francisco standing at third. Here's Iannetta up against the lefty Tim Collins. Belted to center. Should be deep enough for a sacrifice. And the Angels are within one. Runners at the corners now against Collins. Vizquel lofts this to right. I was thinking about subbing in Pujols, but I want to make sure he gets a day off. I may just send him down and call up Cole Calhoun or something. All right, let's get O'Flaherty in. That was a mistake. Gives up a leadoff triple to the first batter. Come on. Oh, beautiful looking breaking ball. Back-to-back Ks. Here's Jeff Keppinger. Activity in the bullpen as Jordan Walden gets loose. And across the diamond, Segura on the money. Inning over. Jake McGee into the game, dealing with Vernon Wells. Chopper up the middle, easy play for Upton, one away. Here's Segura. Strikeout victim. Trumbo now, the 1-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Oof. Flaherty will give way to Jordan Walden. Joel Peralta now. Up against Trout, Francisco Iannetta. Trout launches this to left field. A leadoff single for the kid. Francisco now, 0-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Yep. Here's Iannetta, 1-2. Chopper to first. That'll be a 3-6, 3-double play. Keppinger playing catch with Upton to end the bottom of the 8th. Walden out for a second inning of work. Oops. Let's get LaTroy Hawkins up just to be safe. Mid-at-bat pitching change.
Strike 3.
And Hawkins strands the runner at second. Burke Badenhop, the closer here for the Rays. Or at least the 9th inning man. We'll see if he actually can close this one out. Hunter, Howie, Omar. Angels down by 1. Two for 2, Howie Kendrick. Strikeout victim. Albert Pujols will pinch hit here. Hard hit to short. Upton's throw is on the money. Angels go down 3-2. You know what? Let's not do anything silly. Send him down. Let's call up Cole. Trumbo to first. Calhoun DHs. And we have an 8-man bullpen, and we're still getting people tired. Arrieta. I mean, this is not a very good pitcher. Yeah, that's a no from me, dog. Lost to Texas. Half a game back of the Tigers with 2 games in hand. Cole Calhoun still looking for his first major league hit. Oh, he only played 1 game, but anyways. Jansen hasn't even appeared in a game yet. So, let's see. Clevenger and Bandy for Justin Upton. You just signed a major contract with him and you're trying to deal him? I mean, your fault for signing it. No, yeah. Sorry, Diamondbacks, you... That's a no from me, dog. mean, getting a utility infielder is probably not a bad idea. Hey, old friend, Dr. K, Tsuyoshi Wada. Daisuke also available. Interesting. Wow, Nick Punto is good defensively. Scott Rowland unmotivated. Ha! Guardians. Okay, Jack Hanahan. I could be talked into this. Rocky's looking to move Kadire. Ooh. Why did you sign him to a 1-year, $21 million deal, though? Or was this a trade? And Rafael Betancourt. Flying Purple beat up beaters. I mean, Tulo is available, but there is no way in God's green earth we're going to be able to afford getting him. Don't need more bullpens. We have too many pitchers enough as is. Brandon Inge? Nah, he should only be a Detroiter. The fact that the Tigers are selling is a little silly. Dodgers looking to make some moves. Okay, I could get behind a Ronnie Cedeno. Remember, we've already met the Bork rule by having Omar Vizquel on our team. If we were to get a pitching upgrade, it would be at the expense of Jerome Williams, who does have ARB eligibility. Ichiro's on the trading block. Yeah. Good luck with that. Do we trade with Toronto? Oh, unmotivated, yeah. Not my scene. Alright, you know what? Let's... Can we just look at the actual trading block here for a second? Right, trading block. Starters. Who's available? Brandon McCarthy. Very expensive Josh Beckett. Let me just save this as a filter. No jerks. Oh, thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. Hitting 370, gadzooks, that's impressive. I'm kind of leaning Tim Stouffer. Kind of a profile that appeals to me. So shortlist him. And let's look at infielders. Assuming we can't get too low. Welcome in, Raiders from Dr. Dynastic. This is Tesweegi with Saving Mike Trout. We're on trade deadline day. We are a half game back of the Detroit Tigers for that wild card spot. The Rockies are at 500 and they're selling. Make it make sense. So I'm trying to figure out, like, we just need a utility infielder. Someone who can help out Kendrick, someone who can help out elsewhere. I mean, Brendan Ryan would definitely be a choice. He's signed for next year. It's not that bad. Thank you for the follow, Nicole Hoon. Oh, problem is we're out of money. Whoops. All right, Arrieta to the Dodgers for D. Gordon and Yimi Garcia. Sean Kelly and cash for Victor Reyes, Cameron Rupp, and Roman Quinn. That's a haul for the Mariners. Chris Ray and Hector Velasquez to the Yankees for Rob Refsnyder. Goodbye there. If we could find a team that has both an infielder and a pitcher, I think that'd be ideal. And I think that's going to be the Padres. I mean, fooled me once with the Chase Headley. Jason Bartlett? All right, let's start off by getting Stauffer. They want Heron or Weaver. That is very much a side grade, my dude. If we could trade Isringhausen. You know, one of our bullpen guys, and Rich G. Thompson. Trying to move a bunch of minor league guys. Okay, that's not going to go anywhere. Let's at least shop Isringhausen and see if anyone else wants to pick him up. Let's eat all money. Go. No one. Okay. So then we're back on the utility infield search. Someone relatively inexpensive would be nice. Let's connect with the Blue Jays again. See if we can get a Chris... Oh, They're in the hole too for money. Howdy, howdy, Stormbacca. I mean, on the one hand, making a trade for trade's sake doesn't make sense. On the other hand, Marco Scudero, who has a no trade clause. Okay. So if you take a look at the Warlord list, you know, we traded away Izturis, we traded away Kayaspo, we acquired Vizquel, because that's the Bork rule. Kendrick's hit well, Segura hasn't, but he's defended outstandingly. Bobby's done well since going over to San Fran, so that trade worked out well for them. Johnny Franks has been hitting well. Trumbo's up to double-digit dingers. Ibar's now in Atlanta, so I feel like we've done a decent enough job. We're ahead of expectations. I just feel like there's still room to improve on this team. Also because we only have one bench spot for an infielder. You know, let's see if other people come to me for deals. I wonder if this is my owner trying to pull a trade on me behind my back, because I am definitely not proposing that. Let's shop V-Dub and see if anyone wants to pick him up. If not, we'll happily keep him. There we go, okay. This gets Trout into left and Borges into center earlier than I was hoping. And maybe this gets us our desired pitcher. Like Alfredo Simon here. A cooked Jeremy Guthrie. Question is Capuano a better option than Jerome Williams? Oh, okay. Marginally better. If we go get Ronnie Cedeno, then Kendrick can move to first. But we'd want to trade Wells for like a pitcher type. And Dino's like the exact guy I wanted to get. So if we go get... Yeah, it's a tough call. Oh, Happy Hands Jerry Sands. There's a familiar face for the League Redacted knowers. All right, we're gonna pop a trade here. Let's also grab someone to be that super utility infield dude from the Dodgers, if we can. Grab an Adam Kennedy. So that improves our outfield and that improves our infield. It means Calhoun stays. Done. Thankfully, not too far to go for these guys. And Adam Kennedy is a defensive improvement over Kendrick, more importantly. All right, I think that was our one big deal. Conger and Coward for Travis Buck. Okay, no. Yeah, when it's clear trade, it's my owner trying to do something behind my back. Just telling the other GMs, do not pick up the phone unless you confirm it is me. Ooh, Logan Morrison to the Pirates. That's a big swing. Travis Buck and Heineman for Cowart, Amarista, and Boschers. That's a no. Duncan and Haas for Jimenez. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Having a meddling owner. Marty. So if we get Duncan, I mean, we're basically just buying Eric Haas, and I don't think we need that. So that's a no from me, dog. Okay. Final round. Looks like Guardian snuck in a trade for Vinny Pestano out, Lucas Sims, and Christian Betancourt back. Mets and Dodgers. Ike Davis. Ooh. That's a fun acquisition for the Dodgers. And Matt Bowman. Equally fun acquisition for Jock Peterson. Ooh, Jock as a Met. And Ruby De La Rosa. Right, Spielborgs. Culberson and Cowart. No. Dear my owner, lay off. Kyle Johnson with a defensive upgrade. All right. Mike Trout wins Batter of the Month for July. We have lost 3 straight games by a single run. There we go. How is Jordan Walden out of option years? I'm going to have to send down Takahashi, aren't I? Yep. Actually, oh, that was a dumb idea. Oh, sorry. Not just DFA Isringhausen. Rye Guy the Tech Guy, thank you for the follow. Ooh, on the road in Kenbex, thank you as well. All right, Pujols is healthy. Calhoun has his first career home run. Kennedy has really turned it around since coming over to the Angels. Let's do this one. We're up against Chris Sale at US Cellular Field. Trout DHing today. The White Sox might actually be good this year. Two on, two out for Nick Markakis. Gobbled up by the first baseman. Trumbo, easy play. Hey, speaking of old friends. Hello, Dirt Dog Steven Drew. Acquired at the deadline from Arizona. That's one of the reasons I'm looking forward to this offseason. We're going to have so much money to burn. And if we can still make the postseason with this roster, imagine what we can do with a roster that, you know, I actually construct. And if Pujols opts out after this season, we will have another $30 million to work with. Sale and Heron going toe-to-toe here. Oop, okay. First and second, nobody out. Heron might be blinking. Good grab by Calhoun. Adam done, done. Konerko, full count all the way from Heron. Fly ball to center. Borges tracking it just before the track. He brings it in. Still scoreless through 5 here on the south side. I'm hoping Borges can figure it out this season, or this offseason. I'm counting on him to be my center fielder. Kendrick, the second baseman. Wait a minute, I just realized we brought Adam Kennedy back to the Angels. A decade later. Hello, friend. All right, through 6 innings, 92 pitches. Let's go to the bullpen. Still scoreless through 6.5. Two on the way to Deaza, or full count at pitch on the way to Deaza. Strikeout victim. Scotty Downs getting loose. Dunn hits it directly into the dirt. Conger with the easy play. Sale, 9 strikeouts. Scott Downs immediately works himself into trouble. Bunted up towards third. And it's an infield bunt single. High drive to left. At the wall, leaping and grabbing is Calhoun. Konerko will tag and score. The White Sox have the lead. All right, Scotty does not have it today. There we go. We got Jansen up in the 9th just in case. Or we got LaTroy Hawkins who can come in. But then we got Deaza. Okay. Yay. All right, we need to score 1 run. Who is the White Sox closer? Addison Reed. Oh, that's a lot of blue. 27 saves, sub 2 ERA. He did blow the save 2 days ago, so, you know. Peter Borges with a leadoff single. Hey now. I will take that. Get Jansen up just to be safe. Kendrick will be sat for Juan Francisco. Popped up on the infield. Nice play by Alexei Ramirez. Trout, 1-0. Opposite field, line drive single. Peter Borges thinking going first to third. He will get there. Nope. He got thrown out by Markakis. Not like that would have turned into anything. All right, we got shut out. Get to the next break day. We are now 2 games back of the Tigers. Cole Calhoun, not ready for prime time just yet. All right, Isringhausen as will be released. Enjoy retirement, buddy. A sweep of Seattle. We're still a game and a half back of the Tigers. Pujols is healthy, thank goodness. Pujols to left? No. What are we thinking? There we go. Okay, so Kennedy has turned back into Flop Sweat. A 6-5 win courtesy of a wee Johnny Franks home run. Okay. I think we're going to try and finish the season this save, or the sim session. The Rays and the Rangers are tied. The Tigers and the Athletics are tied. Or Tigers and us Angels are tied. A walk-off win against the Rays. A walk-off hit by pitch. All right, team's starting to figure it out. How's Capuano done since coming over to us?
Do you think I want this?
Decent. Some ugliness, some working.
Don't stop.
Alright, this song always is a little too much for my channel. Alright, let's do a CJ Wilson start. In Boston. And Trout with an RBI double. Ooh, Albert Pujols climbs the monster. Ooh, boy. 20 home runs for Albert Pujols. That one left in a hurry. 116 miles an hour off the bat. Into the light standard. Still only one out. Juan Francisco will ground into a double play. Whatever. A wild pitch is going to clank away from Iannetta. Grounded to first. Easy play there by Pujols. 2 down. Pitching around David Ortiz. Scott Podsednik with 2 runners on. And a balk is called on CJ Wilson. Nice work. Grounded to first. That'll be a sacrifice hit. 1 run will score. Here's Punto. Popped up into foul territory. Pujols makes the grab. So wait, is Trumbo just not... Huh. I mean, OBP of 295, I can understand. But he also is on a bit of a hot streak, so maybe... Or maybe he's a platoon split, I don't know. 19-year-old Mookie Betts. 80 outfield range. Good grief. Betts laces this one into left. Trout plays it on a hop. And it's 3-2. Mookie Betts stolen base on the 1-1 pitch. 2-2 on the way. Fly ball to the left. Trout, just in front of the wall, makes the grab. CJ, stop walking, people. Ooh. Throws him on a changeup. Bases loaded. 5 walks now for CJ. 0-2 on the way to Podsednik. Grounded to first. Gobbled by Pujols. Angels hold serve. Adam Kennedy up the line. That's a fair ball. Juan Francisco rounding third will try to score. He's in there safely. Segura, the shortstop. Strikeout victim to strand 2 men. All right, let's get someone loose in the bullpen. Jordan Walden. First and second, 2 down for Kennedy. Fly ball to center. Playable for Ellsbury. Walden gives us a clean inning of work. Let's get Takahashi and Hawkins up. Actually, let's sit down Hawkins. Let's trust Mookie, or let's trust Jordan here.
Strike 3.
Nice work by Jordan Walden. He was our closer last year. He may be working his way back into the conversation. And Takahashi will take over to deal with the trio of lefties coming up. That one clanks in front of Pesky's pole. 2-out double for Jacoby Ellsbury. Gonzalez works the count full. Fisted the other way. That's a fair ball. Oh, that is a fair ball. Into the corner it goes. Back-to-back doubles. And now the tying run is at second. Come on, Takahashi. Don't do this to me. Fly ball to left center field. Trout will play it off the wall. This game will be tied. David Ortiz with a double. 3 doubles off the arm of Hisanori Takahashi. And we have a blown save. Should have gone to O'Flaherty. Why didn't I go to O'Flaherty? Let's go with Wilson here. All right, first and second for Kennedy. Do we want Juan Francisco running or do we want Vizquel? Old man speed, pinch running. Kennedy, fly ball to left. Vizquel's tagging to third anyway. He's in there safely. Daring move. Peter Borges steals second on defensive indifference. 2-2 on the way to Segura. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kendrick now. Go ahead run at third. Insurance run at second. Come on. Vizquel will take over at second. That'll move Kennedy to third. Brian Wilson into the game. Bouncer to second. No play. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. Oh no, it's Ortiz. And that might be deep enough. Throw by Hunter is going to be cut off. No runners advance. Hoo. Okay. Gerard Saltalamacchia now. Bashed into the dirt. And Brian Wilson tries to go home. Play dirty water. That was a dumb game. Three game set against Detroit at their place. This is where we make or break the season. Two games back. Back-to-back 2-1 wins against Boston at our place. A sweep of Boston, and we're back into a tie with Detroit. An extra innings loss let's call back up Calhoun Jepson. And we'll call up Kendrys as well. So we're going to see Kendrys Morales DH a little bit. Not sure I entirely agree with that call, but I'll stick with it. I gotta trust my manager, you know. He knows what to do. We have a 1-game lead. We host Detroit. What's our finale of the season? We are finishing the season on the road in Seattle. So we'll play the season finale at least, or the home finale. A 5-2 win, courtesy of a 3-run Gene Segura knock. Jansen picks up his 8th save as a member of the Angels. Minus .1 ERA, but that's just because he's getting incredibly lucky. And Ervin Santana goes 7 2/3. A 2-hitter shutout. Segura's up to 10 home runs, hey now. Okay, we got a win streak. We're not going to catch Texas, but that's 4 in a row. That is a winning record, locked in for the Angels. How did the real 2012 Los Angeles Angels do? They finished 89-73, third in the division, missing the playoffs. Oakland won the division. Well, Texas was a game behind. Angels would finish 4 games back of the wild card in the real world. I don't think we're doing that here. Ambush start against Odorizzi. Weaver cruises to his 10th win of the season. A 1-run each time sweep of the White Sox. Walk-off by Trout. Kendrys Morales walk-off. And a hang-on for dear life game. So did Morales just like miss all of 2011 with an injury or something? I mean, yeah, I had him camped out on my minor league team, but I don't know. I don't think he maybe he takes over first base next season if Pujols opts out. That way we don't have to rush Trumbo. The hottest September on record. Congratulations to the Texas Rangers for winning the National or the American League West. We just got to fend off the White Sox breathing down our necks. Wow, Detroit must have... Wait, did Detroit take the lead in the Central then? Yes, they did. That's why we're now chasing the White Sox. Ooh. The Gritty Kitties have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row to take over the lead in the AL Central. All right, so with Kendrick dealing with a bruised wrist, let's make sure Kennedy is in instead. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Runners at the corners, nobody out for Trout. Ooh! How's that for a welcome to the postseason? That's going to get this crowd jazzed. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. 2 down for Kennedy. Blocked by Jaso. Full count. Little looper into left. That's going to fall for a base hit. RBI Adam Kennedy. Throw is cut off in the infield. Francisco at third. Borges completes the bat around first inning. Capuano gives up a 2-run shot to John Jaso. Oliver Perez now into the game. Millwood injured with a shoulder strain. I would have just gone with he sucked too much, but... Trout standing at second. Popped up on the infield. Curving towards first. Smoke makes the grab. Mariners not going quietly just yet. Can't fight the Seager. Fly ball to center. Borges tracking it. That's going to be off the wall. I think he slammed into it a little hard. Kyle Seager. RBI double with 2 down. Here's Casper Wells, the left fielder. Grounded to third. Francisco on the money. So much for an ambush start. George Sherrill into the game. Runners at the corners now for Borges. High, ball 4. Charlie Furbush. Oh, they are going full Johnny Holstaff in this one. 4 pitchers used already in the first 3 innings. Up the line and fair. 2 runs will score on a Gene Segura single. Morales, switch hitting, will bat from the right side and ground out to the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. Pujols, high and deep to left center field. We are going sailing. I think I need to reorder the home run horns. This one's turning into a laugher. Smoke will go to first. Through 4, Angels lead by 5. this point, Capuano's just cruising. A home run for Torrey Hunter makes it 10-3. Let's go to the ninth. Do we want to waste Dotel? I'm glad we moved Downs out of the closer spot because he hasn't been playing well. Wilson turning it around. Nice. Let's go with LaTroy. Get him up just in case.
Strike 3.
Fly ball to center, tracking it Borges. And here's Carlos Triunfel, the shortstop. Fly ball to right. Hunter sliding grab, and that'll end the Angels' home season in exciting fashion. 3 stolen bases and 3 runs scored for Mike Trout. Come on, guys. Lock it in. 3 against Texas. 3 against Seattle. Okay, so we got swept by Texas. You could have told me that what's going to happen. And Jansen has a strained forearm and will not be available for the postseason. Great. One game up on the White Sox. Oh, Shoemaker with a velo up. Okay. A win? We're 1 game ahead. Still 1 game ahead. We're going to play out this final game. Because we do not want to have to play a 163 against the White Sox. Take a look at the standings. Yankees clinch the division, the AL East. Rays, the top wild card. The Tigers have clinched the American League Central. The Rangers 105 wins to clinch the AL West. The Marlins and Braves are going to the postseason. We just don't know in which order. Nationals 1 game back of the second wild card, currently held by the Brewers. Reds go into the postseason. Giants win the NL West. Wait a minute. Was that Madison Bumgarner won 22 games? Wow. Miguel Cabrera leads the American League in batting average. Mike Trout leads the American League in wins above replacement. He's a much better left fielder than he is a center fielder. And we're making this decision now. Stanton leads in home runs and RBI. And then over in the pitching leaders, Clayton Kershaw leads in ERA. Bumgarner with 22. Strasburg 260 strikeouts in his rookie campaign. Oh, sorry. Is he a rookie eligible? He might be. No, he's got too much service time. Anyways, he's definitely in line for the Cy Young. Ooh, okay. Jared Weaver, our ace. Segura and Ionetta unavailable. The lid's open at Safeco. 15-3 against Seattle. If we win, we're in. If not, we gotta watch that White Sox game. Miguel Olivo does have an arm, so we are not running on him. Morales into right field for a base hit. Throw will be to third. Ichiro tries to gun it. No luck. Trout now. Might win Rookie of the Year and MVP. RBI, double play. And Pujols will line out to Brendan Ryan. Let's get the BNN out-of-town scoreboard up. Where's the White Sox game? Oh, they're down 6-3 in the bottom of the eighth. This may end up being academic. Smoke loops to left. Rare opposite field base hit. Ichiro, or Ackley, will slide in safely. Tied up at ones. Carp the DH. Fly ball to left. Playable for Trout. Inning over. That's a final. As far as I can tell, that means... Hang on a second. Oh, that's cool. That means we have clinched a playoff spot in our inaugural season in this save. Kendrick hit hard to short. Easy play for Ryan, though. Olivo, 2-2 on the way. Called strike three. Weaver pitching like the ace we're paying him as. Juan Francisco, 10th home run of the season. You want to talk about pleasant surprises? How about this guy? Yes, he strikes out too much. He's just a stopgap. Cannot see a thing. Casper Wells makes the catch, but looks like he injured his hand and is out of the ball game. Ooh, good play. Pujols grounds... throws it to home. Conger gets the out. Kyle Seager, 27 home runs on the season. Called strike three. Weaver snuck a cutter in there. Pinch hitter is Franklin Gutierrez. Grounded to third, across the diamond. Weaver wriggles out of it. Jordan Walden into the game here in the bottom of the sixth. Runners at the corners for Brendan Ryan. 2-2 on the way. Chopper up the middle. Kendrick. Nice play. Dancing between the raindrops. Lefty, lefty, lefty coming up. Come on, Takahashi. Counting on you. We'll get Dotel up as well. Defeat your countrymen. Thank you. Clean inning from Takahashi. Just what we needed. Trout lined right back to the pitcher. My goodness. Cesar Jimenez leapt on that quickly. And Albert Pujols skies it to left. Playable. Ackley makes the grab. Octavio Dotel, acquired from the Tigers earlier this season, has been electric for the Angels and probably going to be the team's closer next season, or at least in the conversation for it. First and second, pinch hitter is John Jaso. Troy Hawkins getting loose in the bullpen. One on the way from Dotel. Line to left. Trout is there. Angels 3 outs away. Hang on a second. What was the last time? I gotta look at this. Los Angeles Angels. It would be nice if there was just like a single page where I could see all the seasons. I think, yeah, they haven't made they last won the AL West in 2009. So it's not that long of a gap. We are going to pinch hit Kennedy in for Kendrick. Troy Hawkins, 87 saves in his MLB career, starting in 1995. He's in here now against Carlos Peguero. Bounce it to first. Pujols gobbles it. Flips the Hawkins one away. Ichiro. Flare to left. Trout tracking it. Nice play there, Mike Trout. 2-1 on the way to Dustin Ackley. Grounded to first. Pujols to Hawkins. And the Angels are going to the postseason. For the first time since 2009, they will do so as the second wild card. We made it. We're in. On the last day, we beat the Real World Angels by 2 games. It'll be Dan Heron up against David Price. Oh, boy. And with Casey Janssen unavailable... Oh, he's ARB eligible. We're going to have a really good bullpen next season. Kendrick with 15 home runs out of the D8 with a 40 power. That's impressive. So this could be a very short sim next time. Brewers will send Zach Greinke to the bump against R.A. Dickey and the Atlanta Braves. Beyond that, Rangers, Tigers, Yankees in the division series, Reds, Giants, Marlins. We went 6-4 against the Rays. We're playing at their place. We are a terrible road team. This may not end so well. Let's think about this. Do we really want Juan Francisco? Yeah, we do not want Juan Francisco batting against lefties. Trumbo DHs against lefties. I'm okay with that. I don't think there's anything we can do with the players there. Amazing, we actually lost attendance as the season went on, even though we did win the stinking wild card. Next season's going to be fun. $68 million to play with. But next week, our postseason journey begins with Mike Trout. In the real world, he has yet to get us be in a single win in the postseason. Can we outdo that here? Oh, by the way, a tidy 30-30 season in his rookie campaign. Such a fun player. Such a fun save. You'll see me next week, Wednesday. Unfortunately, I'm unavailable on Saturday for the Saturday Sovereigns. It's not going to be Rocktober. We got to figure out what the name of this is going to be. CWIT DCFC is streaming right now, talking about his Cap Challenge Championship. His own tournament series. We're going to be raiding into him. Time is precious, folks. I'm grateful you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Mike Trout, opportunity number 1 to bring home a ring and save his soul next week. Take care of yourselves. Firage, take us out!